Air Force as well as NCA&T. And one of the things that I really enjoyed discovering is that NCA&T has done a nice 50-minute interview with Windsor talking about his life and career. And I learned a number of interesting things from that video that some of you may not know. And so I'd like to just throw out a couple of factoids. And I won't tell you all about it, but I'll have you follow up with Windsor later to find out the details, right? So the first factoid is that his desire to play drums played a pivotal role in the direction of his professional career. So you'll have to get it. And the other one is that he once ran for student office against Jesse Jackson. Did you win?
No, you lost.
Let's ask him about who won and what the story is.
I should have won.
But he's also been very productive. He's been the advisor to on the order of 35 PhD students. There may be an additional one or two. And many of those are here today, and some are on the faculty here, and some are on the faculty at NCA&T, and so his impact has been widespread. He's also been recognized by a number of significant awards. In 2000, the National Society of Black Engineers gave him the Dr. Janice A. Lumpkin Educator of the Year Award. In 1988, he received the Presidential Award for Excellence in Science, Mathematics, and Engineering Mentoring from the White House Office of Science and Technology and the National Science Foundation. And in 93, he received the American Society for Engineering Education Minorities in Engineering Award for Leadership in the conception, organization, and operation of pre-college and college activities to increase participation of minorities in engineering. So his efforts have been recognized really at the national level. At ECE, others probably can speak to this better, but roles that I know of at NCA&T include the head of the ECE department and dean and provost. And in the ECE department, it includes being director of graduate programs. There are several of you that have indicated that you'd like to say a few words. We're particularly pleased and honored to have a number of our colleagues from NCA&T to be here. And what I would like to do, perhaps, to start off with is to recognize Dr. Harold Martin, who's the Chancellor of NCA&T, and ask you to say a few words, if you would, sir.
Gotcha.
Thanks very much, and certainly good afternoon.
Afternoon.
It's a great pleasure to be here with you today as we celebrate the enormously significant and competitive, successful career of Windsor Alexander. Several of my colleagues are here with me today as we continue to support all that Windsor has stood for throughout his career, and I'll make a few comments about that in a moment. John Kelly, Chair of Electrical and Computer Engineering at North Carolina A&T, as well as Dr. Balaram, who's Associate Dean for the College of Engineering as well. And a number of students, former students, who have been impacted by Windsor Alexander. Those of you who have had the great pleasure of knowing and working very closely with Windsor know, first and foremost, he is a man of great integrity. What he says, he does. And he commits his very best effort to almost everything he does. He is a man with whom I have had the greatest friendship professionally for about 33 years. My career began as a young faculty member when Windsor, then chair of electrical engineering at North Carolina A&T, hired me as a new PhD, and then 2 years later, he left, which I won't hold him accountable for, because throughout those years we have remained very dear friends and colleagues. When I've had to make tough decisions and needed advice and counsel, Windsor has always been there. When I returned to North Carolina A&T State University after being the Chief Academic Officer for the university system to lead North Carolina A&T, I needed a strong Dean of Engineering at North Carolina A&T. Windsor was the person I turned to knowing that he brought with him great experiences, great wisdom, and he would be a straight shooter. For 2 years then, with the support of administration here, Windsor returned to North A&T as the interim dean of our College of Engineering. As I realized I needed a very strong provost, as I was making shifts in our leadership team there, and we had hired a new dean of engineering at North A&T, I then again imposed on Windsor and Carol, who was very patient and very supportive, to also then consider being our interim provost. Because I needed again someone who understood and would set the clear expectations for our university. And Windsor again assumed those responsibilities. And he did so with the highest degree of integrity, the highest degree of effectiveness and commitment. And those of you who know Windsor, he also brings with him a great sense of humor. Dry as it may be, which comes up in the most opportune times, intense conversations and critical moments. And that's what I like about Windsor in significant ways. Windsor has also been passionate throughout his career with all the levels of technical accomplishments in his research, his collaborations with colleagues here and at North A&T, his achievements, his producing of PhD graduates, and contributing to the array of high-quality master's degree graduates of this institution and at North A&T. He always had a passion for ensuring the involvement and success of minority students in engineering education. And that is reflected in most every major decision Windsor has made about his career, his involvement, and his success. And that's evident here at North Carolina State University, with the significant impact he has made here. And so we're delighted to be here to help celebrate the life and remarkable career of this successful, significant human being. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of the celebration. Thank you.